There we are, coming on the air after a long. There we go. Oh no! Wait. Oh, that was too early. Hold on. No. Oh no. Well, one button too many, producer Katie. This is a story of the weekend too for me. One too many. One too many subway rides. One too many cab rides. One too many drinks for sure. One too many hot dogs. One too many slices of pizza. For the Giants, one too many sacks. We'll get there. Loaf, we made it back from New York City. The Take 12 podcast is still intact. How you feeling?
I feel great.
Yeah, buddy. I feel great too. Producer Katie, how you doing?
I feel great. Yeah. I kind of
good?
don't really have a voice, but I feel great.
Mine's gone too.
Yeah. I barely got mine back sort of throughout the course of yesterday, and but I was like coughing yesterday, but like no sound was coming out. It was just like a dry. I sounded like a dog that had its voice box removed by a mean owner who didn't want to hear the barking. Yeah, in full recovery mode. Yeah, much like a lot of people, I think, who probably went over to New York City to watch the Seahawks, especially the people that we were partying with. People were partying their faces off, and why wouldn't you? What a game. What a time. It was fun. It was fun. If you made the trip, good for you. And if you stayed in Seattle, well, next time you should go on the trip, I think.
56 days away.
Yeah. Oh, we're going to Dallas. Yes.
Ooh,
you guys want to keep the party going in Dallas? Take 12 will be going to Dallas. Take12travel.com. Get your trips now. It's going to be fun. Shall we start the podcast?
Yeah, sure.
Take 12 if you want to run uncut. Yeah. Unapologetic from the jump. Yeah. And no politics in this club. Just dirt from the streets and the cliques in the mud. Take 12. Best podcast for the Seahawks. #1 sports talk. Yeah, we got it on live. Take 12. Every episode 12 hot takes. And we reppin' for Seattle, my place.
It's the Take 12 podcast. Thanks for tuning in. The Take 12 podcast is proudly brought to you by Wiener Schnitzel. What?
Wiener Schnitzel has $3 deals going on right now.
Oh, you were pointing at the... Oh, producer Katie.
Did you know this?
Coming in with the deals. What's up?
Wiener Schnitzel has $3 lunch deals right now. There's a variety of options. Go in there. They're big portions, and you get $3 meals. And
are you taking over my live read now?
Yeah. I was just really excited to tell the people about the $3 meal deals.
Are you intercepting my live read?
Yeah, you just call me Witherspoon.
Are you?
And taking it to the house.
All right.
Wiener Schnitzel is proudly a sponsor of Take 12 podcast. Actually,
Listen,
I told them that they were proud.
If you want the live reads, take the live reads. You can have them. That's fine.
Oh.
I thought I was doing fine, but that's
There
cool.
are 2 locations in Western Washington, in Everett and in Fife.
Well, she is
So
taking
depending
my
on what
bits.
part of the city you're in, you might want to just check them out.
Family owned, family operated.
And if you mention the Take 12 podcast, you get a free soda with any purchase. So you buy $3 meal deal and then you have free soda. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
That's less than $5 for your whole meal.
Yeah, or go in and buy, $70 worth of food and get a free
Well,
whatever.
obviously,
However
and
much
then
you
share
buy.
with your friends because it's such a great deal. There's no way you can even eat that much food.
Hey, also shout out to Dom and his mom and the team at Wiener Schnitzel. They came to NYC with us.
Yeah.
And they were
So
partying
fun.
with us and stuff like that. So that was fun to get out in the world with our sponsors and our friends and kick it, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Lofa, what? Hot dogs, pizza. What was the most New Yorky thing you did while we were in New York?
Irish potato skins.
Yeah.
No one can forget that classic. New York staples.
Donahue's. We used to
Shout
stay
out
for four straight days.
Okay. All right. Well, that is
I'm
a
getting-
New York. So the most New Yorky thing you did?
Yeah, 4 straight days at O'Donoghue's. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. With
Well, it's a New York
Matt,
bar.
Matt and Leroy, and Dom, and
Yeah.
if there was a winter schnitzel, we would have went there. But
Uh-huh.
we
Yeah.
went to O'Donoghue's 4 straight days. They were horrified. O'Donoghue's, not us.
No, man. Hey, it's like that old show Cheers or something. You guys were like Norm and Cliffy,
Yeah.
or whatever, hanging out. Even though that was in Boston, whatever. You guys know what I mean.
East Coast.
Absolutely.
I heard you didn't go on the subway. You didn't venture out. No, what's up?
No,
Subway
we took
at
the
Perth?
subway.
Oh, you
We took
did?
the subway. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Producer Katie told me you guys didn't want to get on the subway.
We didn't want to. We didn't. But
You did.
we looked at the whatchamacallit, Uber, and it
Mhm.
said an hour to get 10 minutes from where we were. So, funny story there too. So we took the subway and we
Yeah.
were there in 15 minutes. But
Perfect.
I mean, do you want to talk about the party we threw? Because the
Yeah.
Uber story comes well after that.
Yeah, we could get into that. I mean, we could go chronologically through the weekend a little bit. The Seahawks are on a bye week, everybody. So everybody can relax and recover after the big weekend with the Giants, and they're 3-1. And we'll get into the game. But chronologically, we threw our party on Sunday night. I'm all
Sunday.
messed up because it was a Monday night game. But Sunday night football watch party at Carlo East there in Manhattan and in New York City there. And we had a blast, man. That was so fun. I mean, the place was packed.
There
Shout
were
out to
surprise
everybody who
guests.
came out. Surprise guests, auctions, charity money.
Yeah.
Producer Katie standing on the bar yelling at people at one point.
Matt Hasselbeck was a
The
bartender
whole
at
thing
one
was
point.
popping up. Well,
Me
that's
too.
a surprise guest.
Yeah.
Hasselbeck was bartending. That was a
Lofa
surprise
bartended.
guest. Patrick Kearney was a surprise guest. Lofa was. Yeah, I mean, Lofa, you talk about it too. I mean, geez, it was what a night that was. It was so much fun.
Yeah, Nico Kudavides, he dropped by. That was just good to see all the boys.
Yeah.
Leroy Hill was throwing beers around too as a surprise guest,
Yeah,
but he was actually a known guest.
he was on the list.
But I think so I got to see some friends from high school, some friends from college. They
Wow.
showed up too. It was unbelievable. The place was packed,
That's
full of
awesome.
energy, and like we were sending it.
Yeah, man.
But-
Me too. So I went to college in New York, in New York City.
Yeah.
And lived there for like 5 or 6 years after high school. So I had college friends of mine in the bar also. There was like family in town for me too. It was just, the whole thing was just a family affair, listeners everywhere, people being like, I love the podcast. And then one girl was like, wait, weren't you on a TV show? What are you doing here? I was like, we're on strike. Haven't you heard?
Okay. So now I don't want to
Yeah.
mention any names because I don't want to embarrass anybody.
Okay.
But so we get out of there, and my boy's like, I got the Uber, let's go. And I was like, all right, yeah. It's like a 10, 12-minute ride, right, depending on the traffic, from where we were, Carlos, to our hotel.
Yeah, it was pretty close.
So it's very close. So
I mean, as the crow
we're
flies.
we're both, we had a couple drinks.
Sure.
The travel, it was a long day. I'm not making excuses, but we both pass out. And I don't know, some point, 45 to 50 minutes later, my phone goes off, which wakes me up.
Uh-huh.
And all I see is a text is, where are you? And, I look up and I see a sign that says Stamford, Connecticut. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, wait a minute.
Oh, no.
So
Wait a second.
I wake up, my boy, I was like, bro, what the fuck are we doing? So then I guess, because anytime we go to a golf tournament back in New York, you kind of have your recents if you like type in Lyft or Uber.
Mm-hmm.
And if you hit the wrong one, you go to wherever you
Where
punch.
you were last.
So I'm going to see if you guys can see this little diagram. Okay. Do you see the two dots? That's how far we were from each other and how we really could have walked.
Where
Now
you
go
started,
ahead and
where you
go
finished.
ahead and look at the rest of this drive.
Wow. Whoa.
It's the funniest thing that's
Yeah.
ever happened.
All the way up around White Plains, New York, and down
Oh.
Mount Vernon
Yeah.
and back again.
Fucking Stamford, Connecticut. I go, wait a minute.
Amazing. Wow.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Way off. Wow.
luckily we got home though.
Yeah, you made it.
But
That's
yeah, hour and 22 minutes later, and
my goodness.
$200 plus tip.
Dude, I have the exact same story, but basically almost the opposite. Like the exact same, but opposite. In New York City, years ago, my buddy Bo and I, the other guy from our TV show Awkward, and we were in New York doing press for the show, and we went out. We had a few drinks and stuff. The exact same thing, and and we go walking out of the bar, and we just hail the first cab we see, and we're like, hey. We got to get back to our hotel. The guy's like, what's the name of it? We tell him the name of it. He chuckles, and then he drives to the corner, turns like left, and then stops out in front of a hotel. And he's like, here we are. So he was just being funny, and we didn't know we were just around the corner from our hotel.
That's so funny.
Yeah. So, anyway, hey, speaking of New York City and everything, everybody, the Seahawks were there for a game. You guys watched it on Monday Night Football. We were there in the stadium watching it for Monday Night Football. And I mean, the place was going crazy from a Seahawks perspective. It was cool for me to go to the stadium. I'm checking these stadiums off my list left and right. So it was cool to be at MetLife for what that's worth. And I mean,
Cool stadium.
might as well call it the home of the Seahawks, huh, Lofa? I don't want to say it, but they are still have yet to lose at MetLife.
At MetLife, right? Yeah.
6-0, and dude, awesome game, coming out party for Witherspoon, the Spoon Man, and where do you want to start with this one? I was having a blast.
I mean, it was all defense, baby. Like, I'd love to give the offense some love, but I mean, 24-3, 11 sacks. Hard to really even pick a player of the game. I know everyone's, touting Spoon and what he did with all his tackles, 97-yard touchdown return.
I got Spoon Man ready to go, dude.
Spoon Man.
I'm ready, dude.
Let's not forget Bobby Wagner had 17 tackles and 2 sacks.
I know,
right.
I know.
Jordan Brooks had 10 and 2 sacks.
And a fumble recovery.
I think China, he also had 2 sacks. It was just
And a forced
crazy.
fumble.
Yeah, it's easy to win games when you can hold them to 3 points, and but it was just speed all over the field, energy, effort, and that's the brand of football Pete Carroll wants to play. And
Absolutely.
So, shout out to Clint Hearn, that defense, and just getting after them. 11 sacks, that's insane.
Oh, it's just everything we want as Seahawk fans. It's a prime time Seahawk game with Pete Carroll, and we all know what they are in prime time games with Pete Carroll and how exciting it is. And speaking of which, that Dallas trip, that is a prime time game. It's Thursday.
That's
it's a
true.
Thursday, everybody. So it's a night games. Come on out, get lathered up. It's gonna be fun. But there's that. There's the Monday Night Football of it all. It's just like so cool. And but we got to get specific. So I want to start with Witherspoon just because you have to call it his coming out party. It just Monday Night Football for a young guy. I mean, he talked about it afterwards. Just, getting your first pick, let alone a pick six, let alone a 97-yard pick six with a freewheeling cutback on Daniel Jones and Julian Love then flying down the middle to help fill that last block at the end.
Yeah.
So cool. And then the game leading up to that by him with the sack coming off the edge. Nobody picked him up. Nobody was picking up any Seahawks all game long. How about the hit on the running back coming up the middle, filling that, boom, popped him. That was a good one. Coming up to Phil on the little swing pass. And this Lofa, for years, Seahawks tacklers have been missing that one-on-one tackle, but not Witherspoon. Just overall, for the rookie, he's 5th pick in the draft. People are going, what are you doing taking this kid from Illinois? I'm so excited. My jersey's on order. It's on the way.
It's on the way?
I mean, I didn't actually. Maybe I will. I'm pumped, man. I'm just pumped. You've been telling us the whole time. I mean, you got to sort of, I don't know, scout him, look at all that. You were kind of there leading up to the draft, so maybe you knew. But man, am I excited! And I couldn't. I got more excited when I got back to the hotel and watched the highlights from the TV footage, because being in the stadium, you almost kind of miss. We were in the Giants' house, people. They're not playing a lot of replays of him with that pick six. So yeah man. But come on, you want to freak out with me about Spoon?
Yeah, no, like what I said. He's the best. The all time, the ones that challenge routes, like the ones that are fearless. Like I'm talking in the levels of like Sherm and Deion Sanders and guys that talk that talk and walk that walk.
Yeah.
But what's crazy is, he's only like 180 pounds. So for him to be hitting the way he's hitting, that's it kind of reminds me of Earl Thomas, the way he and then in coverage. So many guys they let the receiver dictate how they turn and try to set them up. He knows what he's looking for. And I've always said it, I've likened it to like an all-star defensive point guard that just locked down. Like you can't get by him. And so him always staying square allows him to break on the ball quicker than most guys, come out of that back pedal and shoot. And then that's where we're seeing all these blow up, kill shots on the ball carrier. And even when he knocked out that kid a week ago in Carolina, like it's just he plays a violent game, and I mean it's awesome to watch, especially as a linebacker. I love that shit.
Yeah, for sure.
So, but then the skill set to intercept, the wherewithal to add in on a blitz and then go get the quarterback. The sky's the limit with this kid, and just scratching the surface of what he can do.
As far as Monday night sort of debuts, though, right? 6 tackles, 2 sacks, an interception, a touchdown. It's got to be up there in terms of just rookies on Monday Night Football, and it's cool that it's one of our guys. Love it.
Yeah. It could be a Seahawks thing, I'm pretty sure I had a touchdown on my first Monday night game, too, so I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Tell us about it. Come on, talk about it. I was going to ask you. I was going to say, I have written down right here, memories of Monday Night Football. So let us have it.
Actually, I don't know if that was my first Monday night game. It had to be. They didn't give us 2 that, it was Philly.
Oh, that was the Philly game.
Yeah. The first one, Philly to clinch when we clinched playoff spot.
Okay.
It was the Monday Night Massacre. That's what called for 42-0.
That was your first Monday Night Football game?
I think that was.
Wow.
I can't remember because I think you only
throw Lofa Tatupu his rookie performance on the pile. Then let's go.
You only get one Monday night game a year, I think. At least the old Seahawks. They wouldn't. They weren't giving us more than one back then.
Well, they were playing 2 Monday night games per week up until like this last week, I think.
Yeah, I don't understand
they were giving
that
out
either.
Monday night games left and right this year.
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah. Like Oprah, you get one. Bobby Wagner, 9 solo tackles, 8 assists, and 2 sacks for the game for the guy that everyone says is old or whatever or was, or at least from a national media perspective, they were kind of going, how much tread is left on those tires? Are you kidding me? And he smashed Daniel Jones right in the face on that
on that one sack.
That was a Ninja Turtle sack, dude. He just
you could see what Daniel probably saw. He's like, oh, I got a lane, and then you're like, oh my God, there's Bobby Wagner.
Whoa.
and just smooth.
Man, well, speaking of sacks, though, I mean, and Oprah, they were handing out sacks left and right. The Giants. I don't know. I mean, Jordan Brooks had 2. Chenna had 2. Let's see. I'm looking down the list. Mario Edwards had 1. Miles Adams had 1. Boye had 1. How many did we ultimately? 11 or something?
We had 11.
Jeez, yeah.
We had 11 total. But let's see. 1, 2, 3. We have 4 guys that had 2.
How much of this was the Seahawks just being absolutely badass, and how much was it the offensive line just being so terrible?
I mean, so that's what I just want to caution fans as, and even I know that Pete is saying this too. You know, the guy. I wish we didn't have a bye week coming up, right?
Right.
And just carry this momentum
Yeah.
and this attitude and this feeling going towards the next week.
Yeah.
I think that kind of hurts our momentum, you know. But I don't think the Giants are very good. And I
Right.
don't like throwing shade at anybody, but
Right.
from what I just saw, I mean that was brutal, man.
Yeah.
Like not even executing handoffs and shit. It's like just like this is like day one shit, fellas. Like, and I look back and other than the Cardinals, they haven't had a close game. So they've been blown out 3 times and then had
Dude.
one close game with the Cardinals. That's the only game they won.
Which I still think the Kenneth Walker thing was a touchdown. I mean, it'd be hard for you to show me that blade of grass that his butt or elbow or whatever touched. That was very close. But if that play would have stood up, this game, you could have an all-time bloopers reel for a team. If that play would have also been included in the sort of clown show that was the Giants that night.
Dude, I wanted Noah Fant's touchdown to count so bad. I mean, just the effort he gave on that one, and it was just down, you know, like.
Yeah, that's true. He was just down, just short. Gino, if we do look at the offensive side of the ball,
Wait, before you do,
yes, producer.
Let's do a sponsor. I'm taking over again.
Oh.
I'm taking over the live.
Yeah, get it, Katie.
Oh, do it.
Let us know.
Okay.
It was so nice. Do it twice. I love it.
Well,
yeah.
I want to talk about.
Hit us with it.
I want to talk about Delta.
Hold on, let me give you a little sound effect.
Thanks.
Here.
Thanks so much. I want to talk about Delta because it is absolutely my favorite airline.
Yeah.
And before you talk about Gino, I just wanted to remind everybody about 12 status.
Oh, good call.
And how
they could have added, let's see, 110 miles from Gino and 63 miles from everybody's favorite backup quarterback, Drew Lock.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And so anyway, if you have not signed up for 12 status and you live in the state of Washington, you're missing out.
Mm-hmm.
You got to go to 12status.com. You got to just sign stuff, it's the internet. It takes you like 5 minutes. You're going to be fine.
It's less than 5 minutes, like 30 seconds.
Okay,
put in an email, you make a password, and then boom, you're in. And even if you're not flying Delta Airlines, you might as well, even if you don't plan on it in the next month or what, you might think, what do I need this for? Yeah, you just keep the points. Who cares? You just get the miles for all this season that the Seahawks are doing and all that. You bank them all up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. Plus, just shout out because, we just flew Delta, obviously. And what a lovely, pleasant experience it was, wasn't it, Brett?
It was actually pretty awesome.
It really was great.
Yeah.
All the flight attendants, best quality service.
Absolutely.
And anyway, so if you're not signed up for 12 status, you should. And if you're about to take a flight, you should just fly Delta because you already know this, but it's the best airline out of all of them.
Yeah, go to deltaairlines.com. Fly Delta Airlines, everybody, like we do. Lova, speaking of quarterbacks, though, so Gino didn't have to do too much. He's 13 of 20 for 110 yards and a touchdown. Drew Lock came in 2 of 6 for 63. Attaboy, Drew. Took him on a touchdown drive. But, I mean, we got to talk about the quarterbacks a little bit because Gino, it looked like he kind of got hurt. Drew came in, and you got to love when your backup quarterback can go on a touchdown drive for you. But then Gino comes back in the second half, so it seems like everything's all good, huh?
Yeah. What exactly was the injury? I was up in the bleeds. I couldn't see it.
I know. For me, too, it was hard to see. Like, he was on a run. He got hit. It was kind of fell weird or whatever. But I think just because it was at the end of the half, they figured, hey, let's just kind of get through halftime. And then, I mean, you could speak to sort of the treatment or anything that goes on at halftime maybe better than I could, locker room type stuff. But either way, he was obviously good enough to go for the second half. Yeah,
no, he's a tough dude. He came back out. But I really want to talk about the running game because, I mean,
All right.
Well, I feel like I could have played quarterback in this game. Like
you might have been able to play running back too. The running backs that had some big holes. Kenneth Walker, 17 carries, 79, and Charbonnet 5 for 31.
4.6 and 6.2 in average. It's just like, I mean, at what point do we just start handing it off a little more so then we can just start taking shots downfield one-on-one? Like that's the only, not a gripe, because everybody did their thing. Offense, defense, special teams. It was just a thorough ass kicking. Like this
Yeah, it
was. That's why I really don't want the bye week to happen right now. Is because like it's exciting. And I don't know. Maybe it was having the 2013 world champion team come in and tell them what it was like and what it should be like, because that's when I was watching, and even Leroy, right?
This last week, yeah.
Yeah, I was sitting there with Leroy watching the game. He was like, "Man, these boys are ready. Like they're just physically beating the shit out of the other team," which is what the championship team of 13 did. Like when they walked into the field, the other team knew they didn't have a chance. And so like if they can get that kind of feeling going, it's over. It's over.
Oh, totally. That kind of swagger. I mean, Spoon, speaking of, Spoon, I'm going back to my man. I'm going back to my man. He was out there barking at people, like literally barking at people. They picked it up on the microphones. I was watching that on Twitter this morning or whatever you call it. And that's that Legion of Boom swagger. It is.
Yeah.
I think it's there. I think it's right there, man. And also back to the rushing though, we got to shout out number 2, Drew Lock, 1 carry, 11 yards. That's 11 yards on average.
Yeah.
Update on the injury. Yeah. It says that Gino had a knee and some ankle pain. They taped it. He's fine.
Yeah.
He's going to be sore.
Yeah.
But he's fine.
Did they say it was a dirty shot, or someone say it was?
Pete wanted a flag.
Yeah. See, that's all I heard from, I couldn't see from where I was, but I heard it was a grapevine.
It's a funky game when you look through everything, team stats wise. We only had 281 total yards, 3 of 12. The Seahawks were 3 of 12 on third down.
Yeah. That's not a good sign usually.
The Giants had the Giants had 74 total plays, and the Seahawks only had 50.
Yeah, I mean,
scored 24 to 30.
And then time of possession when someone has 36 minutes, like you're on the field a lot as a defense, but defense looked pretty fresh and fine. Like
it looked like the defense was just having so much fun playing against the Giants offense. They were like, let's just go back out there.
Yeah, let's just do it. Let's just give them the ball. Yeah. But
we'll score.
And then 3 turnovers, right? And we didn't turn it over once. And so like that's what I was saying to these other games. It doesn't have to be close. And those are the key metrics. The third down efficiency, not turn it over, and then getting 3 turnovers. It's going to be lopsided. And that's how, Pete's always operated and always tried to teach his team that like, hey, it doesn't have to be hard, fellas. This is what we need to do though.
Yeah. Oh, totally. What a great game. What a great game all around. It was cool to be, like I said, in the stadium. It was cool to go out there to where they had won the Super Bowl before. I mean, that stadium out there is huge and kind of awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, we were sitting up high too.
We were way up further.
It was hard to get seats, but it wasn't. It didn't feel too far away. Just architecturally as a stadium, it was a cool experience to be a part of. And Giants fans were mad, and it was kind of just I was snickering the whole time, walking in, walking out. They were mad walking in. I heard so many Giants fans. I heard at least 5 or 6 Giants fans. On the way to my seat, I overheard them saying, well, I think there's more Seahawks fans than Giants fans here. What's going on? Like, and they were just already grumbling and upset even before kickoff. And then, boy, after kickoff.
Oh, there were Seahawk chants going on in the stadium.
Oh, yeah. We were taking over. And that's the best thing. The Seahawks, the fans, the 12s, shout out to all you guys. They travel so great and support the team in this way. And especially in times where we can feel this thing coming. And I think we can all feel this thing coming. So get out there, support the team, travel with the team. And if you want to do that, come with us. Take12travel.com. Our next away game trip will be in Dallas. We're trying to work out maybe something for a party here in LA when they take on the Rams, but that won't be like a full trip experience. But if any of you are coming down for the LA game, we're going to try to throw a party down here.
We had too much fun at the Carlo East party. We got to have one in LA. We got to bi-coastal this situation, you guys.
Do it.
Do they know a Carlo West?
The Dallas trip. Oh, that's funny. Maybe we should open it. The Dallas trip, that is for sale right now on take12travel.com. And that includes hotel stays. It includes dinner packages and special events and things on the ground, transportation to and from the airport, all those kinds of things. So if you're looking for kind of a complete travel package, if you want to go see our Seahawks take on those Dallas Cowboys at Jerry World this year, the week after Thanksgiving. I mean, make it an early Christmas present or holiday present for you and your friends out there.
That's honestly what I was thinking when we were at MetLife Stadium is I can't wait to see Jerry World.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I know.
Really, like it's a spectacle.
Check another one off the list. Absolutely.
Hey, Brett, before you move on to whatever you're about to move on to.
Are you stealing more reads?
I just think that we should take a break, like in the middle of the show. We should just take a break.
Oh, we do have to.
We'll take a break.
All right.
Okay.
Hold on. We'll be right back with lots more hilarity. All right, we're back. Okay. Hey, let's look around the league a little bit and talk about some other things that happened from the weekend. Lofa, did you see any interesting results, or as you were watching football from, what was it, O'Donoghue's?
O'Donoghue's.
O'Donoghue's?
You show some respect.
I'm sorry. When you were sitting at your now gilded bar stool, did they put a plaque up yet, producer Katie?
We're shipping it in.
Okay.
They should.
Interesting results on Sunday when you're watching the games. What stood out?
Let me see. As I'm looking back, because I don't really remember seeing too many good games.
Yeah, I know. There were the lopsided scores this
there
week.
was just a bunch of ass kickings.
The Jets did kind of hang with the Chiefs, though.
Yeah, that was probably the only one of note. It came down to that last possession, right?
Yeah.
The Texans. All right.
Mm.
For them, I don't know what happened, or if there was any, but 30-6 over the Steelers. Who, I mean, they got T.J. Watt, they got Highsmith, they got all these defensive guys that could get 11 sacks like we did, but they didn't.
Yeah. No,
that was
tough. 2-2.
Yeah, and I mean, D'Amico Ryans, his first year head coach, came over from the Niners. So I mean, he's got them believing. C.J. Stroud.
Did you play against him? Or know him?
I can't remember. I know D'Amico, but I don't know if we actually did we play Texas. He wasn't there because we played him rookie year, and then I think we played them 2012 was the next time, and so it was the year I left. So
I just asked because anytime I hear about new head coaches, if it's like a dude who was just a badass defensive, I just get excited for those head coaches. They're always good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Always fiery. They always get their teams playing right away. It's just, I don't know. I root for coaches like that.
Yeah, but as I look at the rest, there's no real surprises. Cowboys bounced back 38-3. They beat the Patriots.
Mm-hmm.
God, wait. So what are Patriots are 1-3.
Yeah, yikes. Chicago is another team. If you want to talk about sort of sad stories this year, I mean, what is happening? 0-4.
Well, they were going against the 0-3 Bronco. It was a game that someone has to win, and our boy Russ pulled it out.
Hey, just remember, Lofa brought up the Broncos this time, not me.
No, our boy Russ pulled it out. 17 fourth quarter points. What a beast.
Hey, big comeback, big win. He tweeted, "This is the first of many. We're on the road. Let's ride. Let's go."
He did not say "let's ride."
Is
he doing it again?
What'd you just say?
I thought he stopped saying "let's ride."
Katie, don't say "let's ride." That's not nice.
I thought he stopped.
We're all supposed to stop. We're all
right.
supposed to stop, Katie.
You're right.
Katie, come on.
Okay. The only other thing, the Bills absolutely thrashing the Dolphins.
Yeah.
I thought that was going to be closer. I mean, 48-20. My God.
Yep.
That was the only other thing that I was kind of stood out.
Yeah. How about Taylor? We had I haven't asked you yet. We got Matt Hasselbeck's thoughts live to the crowd at Carlo East. I grabbed the mic and Matt was gracious enough to go up, say a few words and pump up the crowd a little bit. And that was by the way, just so cool to have him there. So cool to have all your friends there, like we talked about, and all the dudes that stop by and come out and support, man. They love you. And it was cool to have him there. And I had a few beers and I was like, Matt, You want to talk about football or Taylor and Travis? He just grabbed the mic. Lofa, got any official thoughts on Taylor Swift?
Not really, man. Sorry.
All right.
I mean,
No, no
why do
problem.
you?
No, I just didn't know if you had any you had to get out there. Everyone's got an opinion on it. No, I don't have any real opinions on it. I feel like this is just celebrity and all the marketing machine at its finest and all that
Well,
kind of stuff.
yeah, I don't want to talk about someone's personal life, but I
Yeah.
think it's a good career move, PR-wise, for both of them.
For both.
I mean, they're both getting cross promotion,
Mhm.
tons of more followers and endorsements. Good for them.
Yeah, I would say as a Seahawk fan who has gone through one of their star players dating a music artist, a pop star, whatever. I don't know. Be careful. Be careful. Didn't work out so well for us here in our window that was open. So watch out, Chiefs fans. That's all.
Quarterback, tight end, two different positions.
Okay. All right. They barely beat the Jets. It's only been 2 weeks.
They did barely.
Is it Taylor's fault? No.
Is that what they're saying?
No. No one is saying that.
Oh, okay.
No.
Lofa just sounded like he was back in homeroom for a second. Wait, is that what they're saying?
I was like, wait a minute. That quick? It happened that fast?
They're blaming Taylor already?
Yeah.
No, nobody would ever blame Taylor for anything. You know, Taylor Swift kissed me twice
It's on the internet.
in Germany. You can look that video up. It's a true
What?
story. Yeah.
That video's on the internet. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Taylor kissed me before she ever kissed Travis.
it's true.
Like just someone named Taylor kissed you, or
Taylor
No,
Swift.
Taylor
The Taylor Swift.
Herself, her lips.
Yeah.
Right on my face.
Twice.
Twice.
prove
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I'll send you the video, Lofa.
Basically, what I'm saying is, you're welcome, Travis. She could have been with
Oh my God, will
With
you be
this
Travis Kelce for
guy the whole
Halloween?
time. What?
Can you be Travis Kelce for Halloween? Can you like shave the mustache?
No, it'd be
Yeah,
far.
I'll buy you some stilts.
It'd be too painful, Katie. No one would ever go out on Halloween as someone's next boyfriend. Hey, that's the show, everybody. Thanks for listening. And thanks to everybody who came on out to Carlo East in New York. Make sure you stay tuned to all of our social medias at Take12Pod, or you can follow Lofa on his social medias, or me on mine, or producer Katie on hers, because we'll always tell you when we're having an event or a party. And come on out, because it's a lot of fun. Hey, shout out to those people in the bar who bought raffle tickets, who donated, because sorry, I lost my place in my own thing.
Part of the proceeds go to Mission Outdoors.
Shout out to Mission Outdoors. That's where I was going. Mission Outdoors, everybody. The charity we work with all the time. You've heard us talking about them. We love them. Hope grows outdoors. So thanks to everybody who bought a raffle ticket or who bid in the live auction. The signed Bobby Wagner jersey went for $350. So shout out to that guy.
It's a deal.
That is awesome.
That's so cool.
For us, though, we're out of here for now, and we'll be back next week to help set up whoever the Seahawks are playing. I'll figure it out by then. For now, though, put your hands in the middle. Come on. I almost called you Carlo. Come on, Lofa. Break us down.
You got it.
Let's see. Something about that Uber ride. I just can't think about what it is. Okay.
White Plains on 3.
Stamford, I was way off on 3. Stamford, I was way off on me. 1, 2, 3. Stamford.
Stanford, I was way off.
Way off.